Hi Aquarius, this is Kajora Lovely with your reading for the month of July 2019. For those of you who are curious, I'm reading you with the Steampunk Tarot deck. Okay, let's see what's going on for the sign of Aquarius for July. Whoa. Okay. All right. So starting off, we've got the Three of Pentacles. There's some sort of teamwork or project that you're working on. And it looks like everyone's pulling their weight, which is good. That's how it should be. I feel like most of the time this comes up, it's like in reverse. But this time, everyone is doing what they should. You're collaborating. Things are going well. At the same time, though, you've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So you may be feeling like there isn't as much money or stability financially as you would like. You could also feel like there's some missed opportunities going on. There's something that's not quite what you hoped it would be. What's influencing you is death, not a literal death, metaphorical change. Well, metaphorical death. There's a change, transformation going on. It's usually a fairly big shift when this card comes up, so that can be kind of tricky. Let's see, what is this transformation or change about for Aquarius? Three of Cups in reverse. So it could be in relation to a friendship that didn't go quite the way you thought it would. Maybe there was an interloper, a third party, someone not being fully honest. It could also just be a friendship that didn't really go the way that you thought it would. Sometimes that can be related to drinking. Let's see if there's anything else. Ten of Swords in reverse. Whatever it is, there was something where you probably felt betrayed. You felt like, I don't know, for some reason I'm getting the word there was a little bit of denial, but there was some, it was very painful. Sometimes this is like feeling stabbed in the back. However, when it's in reverse, it also means that you're realizing that it's over, whatever it was, whatever this betrayal was, and that's where the transformation is happening. You're like, okay, I don't want to go through that again. Let's change that energy around. What's at the base of your energy right now is the Magician. So there is something where you're starting to see how powerful you really are, how creative, how talented, how wonderful you all are. And I'm not saying that in a sarcastic way. I mean that. This is often, I feel like, seeing your gifts too. You're seeing your true potency in this world, what you're capable of, what you can bring to other people. Yeah. And it could be that you're taking a little bit of a break too to realize some of those things. Four of Swords, sometimes that means like you're taking a little bit of a rest, but I'm also getting some introspection. And it could be that it's needed because you're just meant to take a break. I will say also swords represent thoughts, so it could even be that your mind is taking a rest. Because I actually feel like in some ways you guys are kind of picking up steam, so it could be that your mind is feeling a little bit at ease because you're seeing those things within yourself. Where you are right now too is the Chariot. This is also Cancer energy, which makes sense because that's the energy for the first half of this month. But this also means that things are moving forward, and you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So that means things are moving forward. It could be new home, new work, new form of income, new financial opportunity of some sort. These are the cards that fell out of the deck, by the way. So that's pretty exciting. It's also influencing you. Ten of Pentacles, happy home. This is good communication, feeling financially stable and abundant, having a lot, all the things at your disposal that you need. As far as the near future, you've got the Six of Cups, which can be about happiness. Sometimes this relates to children, the past, childlike energy. So it could be children, youth, that sort of thing coming into your future. Let's see if there's any more information about that. Temperance in reverse. Sagittarius energy. It could be, feel like maybe being playful to balance out, feeling a little bit emotionally imbalanced. Usually this is about balancing your emotions, but it could be that playing a little bit, taking a lighthearted approach might help with that. Yeah. Knight of Swords in reverse. There's something that you feel like you're not really jumping into. So I feel like with that, have fun. Don't take things so seriously. Because what you have in the future, or the outcome right now, is the Eight of Swords. There's something where you're going to feel trapped or stuck, usually by your own thoughts. So let's see, what can Aquarius do to stop that? Or what's the lesson there? Four of Cups, disappointment. So that could be why you're in that, energy. So what is Aquarius meant to do to get out of this? Six of Pentacles in reverse. So this could go one of two ways. So take it however it applies to you. This can mean don't put your energy into people who aren't giving it back to you. This can be very one-sided. Not so much, this card's about give and take, but when it's in reverse, it means that's not happening. So it could go one of two ways. Either you may need to receive a little bit more at this time, or you may need to not necessarily give so much to other people to the point that it's depleting you. And that's where the unhappiness and sort of the trap thoughts are coming from. Is there anything else for Aquarius in that? Four of Pentacles. I feel like hold on to your resources a little bit. You're in short supply. Sometimes this can be about holding on to your money, but I would say it's also your energy, time, whatever. You know, whatever you feel you don't really have enough of at the moment. I would say you don't have to give it away, but maybe I'm hearing give it away discreetly. So maybe not being obvious about it. You've also got Justice in reverse. So this could be an external imbalance. So the external influences in your life are imbalanced. So it looks like for the time being, you may need to kind of hold on to your resources to sort of right yourself again, especially while you're going through this transformation. Okay, so what else should Aquarius keep in mind for the month of July? Okay. So, Fool in reverse, not necessarily starting a new chapter, could be in relation to a relationship. Usually this is like a new beginning, but it's not quite happening, or maybe somebody's acting a damn fool. Sometimes with this card, it can relate to a person's character. So it could be that if there was someone that you were hoping for a relationship outcome with, they are just sort of, I don't know, being immature, not quite in the right headspace maybe. And the Lovers too, there's, this has been coming up for a few people this month. This is also, it's about a relationship. Sometimes it's about making sure everything is just as good as you thought it was, maybe getting a lay of the land before you make a decision, and it's also about making a decision. So it could be that you need to make a decision before the new beginning starts as well. There is, however, something new coming in, some new form of happiness. Usually this is emotional abundance and satisfaction. Can be a new relationship, but not necessarily. It's anything that makes you feel happy, but there could also be a delay when it comes to plans of some sort. Usually the Two of Wands means like there's a communication delay, or there's not planning going on yet. And that could even mean just have fun for the time being. You don't have to plan just yet. Because what you also got is the Seven of Pentacles. This is about seeing how far you've come. So this is about noticing your own exponential growth, tireless energy, something about noticing just how much you've accomplished up to this point. And I think practicing, not necessarily practicing gratitude, but kind of patting yourself on the back for how much you've done so far. And then the Star, there you are, showing up in your own reading. Aquarius, this is you in your element, feeling yourself. So it could be that this, seeing how far you've come, will make you feel better about yourself. Not in an egomaniacal way, but in a confident way. And the Star is also about noticing the good among the bad. It's about seeing the light in the dark. So noticing the good things, the good times, the good people in your life. So there's that, seeing how far you've come. I feel like this is kind of a key thing for you this month. Okay, so I'm going to end with a card from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. And this is just something for you to keep in mind this month. And if there's more information that isn't covered, you can always Google it too to see if there's something else in there for you. Okay, so for Aquarius, July 2019. The Hawk. Ooh, so I'm going to read this description for you guys, just so you have all the information. And it makes sense. It's the element of air. It's your element right here. So, here we go. Hawk, watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. It's just like your sign. You're the messengers of the gods. You take the messages from the divine and basically pour it as a water bearer onto everyone else. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, sees clearly, is intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much, is suspicious. To bring into balance, shift your perspective. Interesting. Let's see. What's funny is you didn't get the Hanged Man, which relates to this, but I think it's also about recognizing your own role and being able to share messages with other people. As I feel like, yeah, it's more about your overall role as an Aquarius, which is that water bearer of going into the mental space and then beyond to receive messages from the divine and then share them with everyone around you or with other people. Yeah. So if you need to, I would say switch your perspective on situations that you feel like you're not seeing clearly. Maybe try to see it from a higher vantage point. But again, if that feels like it's not really enough, you can always Google hawk, animal spirit, spirit animal, and see what comes up. There's usually 1,000,001 search results for those kinds of things. And there's usually something in there that will apply to you and what you're going through. And if you see hawks in the month of July, that's either validation or a messenger for you. So I hope you have a wonderful month of July, Aquarius, and I will see all of you again next month.